metals and non-metals, the chapter, we learned so far the physical properties of metals and also non-metals. We learned the chemical properties of metal. Under chemical properties, we learned what will happen when metal reacts with oxygen, that is metal burning in air, right? So metal reacting with oxygen we learned, and also we learned what happens when metal reacts with water, action of water on metals we learned, and also we learned what happens when metal reacts with acid. Now in this video, let us learn what will happen. What is the reaction of metal with other salt solution? This reaction you have learnt in maybe in 7th standard you would have learned, right? So let us just recall that lesson. So I think we have taken copper sulfate solution. Remember copper sulfate solution, right? When we have taken copper sulfate solution and when we dissolved it in water, what is the color of copper sulfate crystal? Copper sulfate is bluish, right? So when we dissolve in water, it performs the blue color solution. So copper sulfate is a salt, right? It is a salt. So what are salt, right? So copper sulfate is a salt, and when we dissolve it in water, it becomes the copper sulfate solution, which is bluish in color. Now, when we dip a iron nail, to this copper sulfate solution, what will happen? We have noticed that when we dip or when we immerse the iron nail in the copper sulfate solution, after a while the blue color of the solution will change to greenish in color. So what has happened? We know that any chemical reaction, we can identify how a chemical reaction has taken, whether a chemical reaction has taken place. How we come to know? Maybe a gas may be released, or heat will be released, or heat may be absorbed, precipitation will form, or change in color. So here the blue color solution has changed into greenish color. What does it indicate? It indicates there some kind of reaction has taken place. Okay, the blue solution, it is called the blue vitriol. Copper sulfate is called blue vitriol, right? When we dip the iron nail into this copper sulfate solution, what happened is the iron nail. So what is the symbol of iron? The element symbol is Fe. Why it is Fe? We know it is ferrum. It is derived from the Latin word, that is ferrum. Now what has happened here is the iron has displaced copper from copper sulfate solution and it has formed ferrous sulfate, that is greenish in color. The ferrous sulfate is called green vitriol. Okay. So here the change in color indicates there is a reaction taken place. Now what kind of reaction has taken place? We know there is chemical displacement has taken place. Under different types of reaction, we know there are four different types of reactions are there. Which are those? Combination reaction, and what is next one is decomposition reaction, then single displacement and double displacement reaction, right? So here what has happened? The iron has displaced copper from copper sulfate solution, and that's why the solution has turned to greenish in color. Okay, so copper iron reacts with copper sulfate solution and it forms ferrous sulfate and copper is displaced. displaced and this copper will get deposited on the iron. I hope you remember that reaction. Okay, if possible I will show the reaction in the next video. So this much you have understood. So when a reaction, what happens? Reaction of metal with other salt solution, it will displace. Again, displacing element from its compound. Displacing and metal. So here iron is there, copper is there. Copper and copper sulfate. This is a compound. So iron is displacing this element from a compound depends on what is known as reactivity series. Whether that particular metal is more reactive than the other. Depending on how reactive the element is, then it depends on how reactive. Whether copper, here iron displaces copper because iron is more reactive than copper. How we know? Let us learn the reactivity series. So, in the previous experiment, we learned that iron displaces copper. Why iron displaces copper? So we have to here learn something known as the reactivity series. The reactivity series is a list of metals arranged in the order of their decreasing activity. So here we have the list of metals which are arranged in the order of decreasing activity. Okay, so here for whichever metals have been placed above the hydrogen, they are reactive, and below the hydrogen they are least reactive. Okay, again here if we talk about potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, they are most reactive. As it comes down, that is zinc, iron, lead, the reactivity decreases, and when it comes to platinum, mercury, silver and gold, they don't react at all. They are least reactive. So how we know, sir, that whether some metals are reactive, more reactive than the other? How we come to know? It is only after performing the displacement reaction. After performing several reactions, wherein mostly the displacement reaction only will give us which metal is more reactive and which is not. Okay. So again, why some metals are reactive and why some are not? It is because of this. That is the chemical properties of the metal. We learned the chemical properties of the metal. The chemical properties of the metals are mostly linked with their electron releasing tendency of their atom. Okay, so chemical properties of an element depends on how readily they are giving off the electron. Okay, greater the tendency, more will be the reactivity of the metal. So when we talk about potassium, sodium, they readily give off the electron. They want to give off the electron and they want to become electropositive metal. So the elements or the metals which can readily give off the electron and becomes electropositive, they are most reactive element of metal. So in this series we can make out potassium, sodium, calcium, they are all highly reactive. As it comes down, that is zinc, iron and lead, the reactivity decreases, and the element which is placed after hydrogen, that is especially if we talk about mercury or when we talk about silver and gold, they are least reactive. Okay, now that's why in the previous experiment when we did that copper sulfate, and we took the copper sulfate and we immersed the iron in, right? We took copper sulfate solution and iron was placed, right? Now, where is iron placed in the reactivity series? This list will help us to know which is more reactive. Now, iron is placed above copper. That's why iron is more reactive than copper. That's why iron displaces copper from the copper sulfate and it forms ferrous sulfate. and copper is displaced. Okay, that's why we can see the blue color changing into green color. That is blue vitriol became that is green vitriol because of the formation of ferrous sulfate. Now let us take one example and you only try to find out. Let us take 3 test tube. 3 test tube let us take. In each test tube we put aluminium sulfide solution. So we put aluminium sulfide solution. Aluminium sulfide solution. In all the test tube we have put aluminium sulfide. And what we'll do, in one we'll put copper. We'll put copper strip. So this is copper. And another one, let us put iron. Another one, let us put iron. Next we'll put zinc. So this is test tube A and this is test tube B and test tube C. Now let us, you people tell me in which test tube there will be color change. So you tell me when we meet for the online class. So here you have to learn the reactivity series. You check the reactivity series and tell me in which test tube there will be color change. The color change indicates what? If the color change indicates that reaction has taken place, like it has displaced the metal. So I hope you understood the reaction of metal with the salt solution or the metal salt solution, and you also learned what is reactivity series. So reactivity series, it is a list of metal which is formed or listed based on their reactivity. That is which is more reactive, and it is in the decreasing order. The elements which are placed above first, that is potassium, sodium, calcium, they are all highly reactive. As it comes down, the reactivity will decrease, and silver and iron, they are least reactive. So you have to learn this, especially the reactivity series, which will help us to write down the equations, everything. Okay, thank you.